You was good. YouTube, y'all seeing this, but y'all seeing it like mad late. You know what I'm saying? But Patreon people, what's up with y'all? You know, y'all always get some shit early. You know, I'm trying to say some shit don't even hit YouTube. A lot of shit don't hit YouTube. I ain't gonna lie, cause you know I gotta give y'all the exclusive. You know what I'm saying? But yo, one point of focus is like very fucking powerful. Like, if you want to achieve some shit, nigga, one point of focus is what the fuck you need. Okay? So what even is one pointed focus? One pointed focus is when you're simply focusing on one thing. Like your focus is pointed on that one thing. You know what I'm saying? And you don't focus on nothing else besides this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, understand this is super powerful because like if you're trying to achieve a goal, right? If you focus on one thing, if you focus on achieving just one simple thing, right? Understand that your brain is going to find any way to make that goal happen. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people have different goals at different times. And the thing is, if you're that kind of person, I'm gonna teach you how to finesse with this type of shit a little bit later. You know what I'm trying to say? But all in all, understand, like, for example, you know, like sunlight, right? If you focus the sun's light in a magnifying glass, right, it starts to burn some shit. That's how you get with your focus. It's like when you have a certain goal, right, and you're focused only on that one goal, it's like you burn through all this shit that's blocking you from achieving that goal. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, this is some real powerful shit. You gotta understand that simply like on like a fucking brain level, right? On a brain ass level, your brain is going to search for all the different ways to achieve this goal. It's gonna like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna like literally make the plan to do this shit for you type shit. On top of that, you got other like spiritual shit, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't believe in that spiritual shit, it don't even matter because like I said, your brain's gonna do this shit for you. There's some NLP type shit. In NLP, they talk about that. But on some more spiritual shit, it's like when you focus on this one thing, right? You attract the energies and stuff like that in order to manifest this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to like get a house, right? You know what I'm saying? You'll attract, like, for example, like you'll attract certain ideas to you that make you look at certain places and it's like, oh, that house is gonna be easy to get. Or like you'll just naturally attract people inside your life to help you get that house, whether it be like a contractor or some shit. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like on a spiritual level, you also like you put vibrations out that say I want to get this thing, and you attract all the resources that you need in order to achieve that thing to you. So one, your brain is trying to crack the code, and then two, you attract this shit to you. You know what I'm saying? So how do you use this power? Simply just focus on one thing that you want really bad and don't let up until you actually get that thing. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, okay, sometimes if you think it's taking too long, then like you might want to switch. But understand that like if you stay focused on one thing truly, like this is your focus, like day and night type shit, you will achieve that thing faster than you would have if you didn't focus on that one thing. You know what I'm saying? Just understand that also when you focus on this one thing, you need to actually believe that you can actually achieve it. Because if you don't believe you could, if you do not believe that you're able to achieve it, what happens is that, right? It's like you're focused on this goal, but you're also focused on the feeling of, I cannot obtain this goal. So therefore, your brain is going to keep on looking for reasons to not obtain the goal. It's like, you see this, it's like you're saying, hey, you see this goal? Yeah, I can't get that shit. Show me every reason why I can't get that shit. And you also put those vibrations out that you can't get that shit. Therefore, instead of attracting shit that would help you, you attract shit that you know doesn't help you because it's gonna prove your belief right. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta here. Let me give you guys some actual sauce real quick, right? So I have this certain power, right? That I first learned about it when I got a reading from Ryan Cropper like years ago, right? I have a video on my YouTube about the time I got a reading from him, right? But I got several readings from him. And one time, right, he told me he was like, everybody kind of has their own like thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Like his is astral projection, right? And he was like, with me, mine is my belief. If I believe I could do some shit, I could do that shit. Cause we was talking about like astral projection, right? And he was like, bro, with you, all you had to do is just fucking believe you could do that shit. Like with anything inside your life, if you believe you could do that shit, you could actually achieve that shit. Like that's like anybody could, like for example, Ryan Cropper, right? He astral projects very well, but anybody can astral project. You know what I'm saying? It's just that for him it's a bit easier. So with me, my belief shit's a bit easier, and I'm finding out now with the help of my boy Cash in my spirit guys, right? Because I asked Cash, I'm like, yo, why do I have that ability? Because I noticed that I actually do have that, right? And now that I know where it comes from, it actually makes a lot of sense, and I use it way more. Pretty much, right? My belief power comes from, it's also some Motorist shit, right? And pretty much it's the fact that like when you believe, Like my power of belief states that like if I believe I could do some shit, I'm gonna be able to do it because the belief allows me to get the information to actually be able to put that thing in play. Whatever the fuck it is, right? If I believe, hey, I could do this fucking thing, then it's like I'll get the information to actually achieve that thing. It's also Motorian shit, especially because Otorians, right? They're very intellectual, logical beings, right? But they're also very hooked up to source. So it's like if they're like, yo, I want to learn how to do some shit, right? They say, yo, I want to do this. It's like they're just like, yo, I want to do this shit real quick. Then they meditate type shit, get the information, then they just fucking do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that with me. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could do that shit though. You know what I'm saying? But like also Moctorian shit is some like very valid shit. So with that being said, right, your belief is very important. If you believe you can actually do this thing, you'll get the information to actually do this thing. However, if you don't believe you can do that thing, then you'll get the information to not do that thing. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's very important, right? Now, here's how you can actually finesse, right? Because sometimes you may want a fucking car, a house, the love of your life, spiritual abilities, fucking whatever the fuck, right? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you may, I don't, money, nigga, whatever, right? Now the thing is, you could just wrap all those things together inside of a basic dream life. Instead of saying, I want the car, I want the house, I want the lover, I want the fucking levitation. If you niggas want to levitate me, levitation is not too important to me, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But y'all may want that fucking levitation, telekinesis, include all that into a simple I want to achieve this dream life. Just be warned though, when it comes to like building your dream life, it does take longer to build the dream life inside of your mind and for it to also manifest outwardly. The benefit though is the fact that like if you just say, hey, I want this car real quick, right? It's like boom, you'll get the car and then like it's like you don't know what you want next type shit. But you could just say I want the car, you get the car, you say, okay, I want the house, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like when it comes to like grouping this all together, you could make a list of like, okay, bro, first I want to get this, then I want to get that, then I want to get this. You could make a list, or you could just say I want to achieve this dream life, right? Because wow, because the thing is, right, when you try to do a list, right, it's like when you try to do a list, right, you may try to get the car first, then the house first, then the love of your life first. But if you were to just be like, hey, I want the dream life, maybe you'll get the love of your life first, and then the house because maybe the love of your life has a fucking crib you can move into, and then you get a car, and then you guys get a new crib. Like it could go in all different kinds of ways. You know what I'm trying to say? So when you just say I want the dream life, right? It's like you don't always have full control over what comes first. Like you can control it if you say I want to get this shit first, but like the thing is, getting your dream life could be faster if you didn't try to get certain shit first. Like getting your dream life could be faster if you didn't try to get the motherfucking house first. If you didn't try to get the house stuff first. Here's what I'm saying. Let me give you guys an example, right? Let's say you want the love of your life, right? And it could take longer to get the love of your life when you already have the car, the house, the money, because now you could start dating people who only like you because you have those things. However, if you just said, I want the dream life first, right? You could have got the love of your life first, because the love of your life, you could have met her when you didn't really have shit. Or met him when you didn't really have shit. If you're a boy or a girl, right? You could have met the love of your life when you didn't have shit, right? And even though you didn't have shit, they're the love of your life. Therefore, they love you for you type shit. You know what I'm saying? Then you get the love of your life. Then you get the car in the house. You know what I'm saying? But if you get the car in the house first, then the whole love of your life shit could take fucking longer. So therefore, the whole dream life shit takes longer. So it's like, if you want to like manifest your dream life fast as shit, don't really focus on what you get first, which could be kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? But understand that if you think about, I want to get this dream life, right? It's like if you focus on that dream life, you'll kind of start knowing what the freak should come first. I mean, sometimes you may be working towards the car, right? But you're like you could do this also. You could say, I want the dream life, right? And even though I'm trying to get the car first right now, I'm open to getting anything first. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, because you're open, it's like while you're trying to get the car, you somehow meet the love of your life, and then you're just open to that shit, and then boom. But if you're not open to that, right, then it's like the love of your life could come the fuck by, but you're like, I don't really know, because you're not really focused on that right now. You're like, nah, I want the car, and it's like you're not even peeping that this goes to love of your life type shit, or this guy's the love of your life type shit. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, yeah, with me, right, I have a clear understanding of the life that I want, and like I have a like I have a vision for that because like when you start deciding, okay, I want this, I want that, I want that, right? It's always good to create a vision and to create a mental image of that shit, and then focus on that shit like every single day. You know what I'm saying? When your mind is idle, even like nigga, like if you're not doing shit, nigga, focus on that shit. And it's like you'll focus on that shit. So like, let's say you're not doing shit, right? You focus on that shit. Sometimes you focus on that shit, and you're like, okay, let me do this now. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to just sitting there doing nothing for a long period of time, right? When your mind is idle, think about that goal. Sometimes you think about the goal and it says, okay, nigga, go to sleep. You did enough work. Sometimes it's like, okay, nigga, you want this goal, do this thing right the fuck now. You say, okay, bet I'm gonna do that shit. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, yeah, but make sure when it comes to these goals, right, you don't want to push yourself too hard. That's why I would always recommend building a dream life for yourself that actually reflects what you truly want. Because sometimes you may think, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, I gotta grind, right? However, your dream life may not actually be you grinding. And if you include that inside the dream life that you want, you can still manifest the dream life without grinding type shit because you say, hey, brain, get the dream life without grinding. You could also say, hey, I don't give a fuck whether it's without grinding or with grinding. Like you could put the terms and conditions on what the fuck you want. But an easy, simple thing is just go like, hey, bro, look, I want to achieve this. I want to get this house, this car, this relationship, this dream job or dream business, and this dream spiritual, whatever the fuck, right? Just think about what the fuck you want, right? And then envision yourself living that life. Don't even think about what the fuck came first. Just see yourself with the car, with your significant other, with the house, with the family, with the dream job or dream business, with the spiritual routine and stuff like that. To see yourself with the life to see yourself with the life automatically at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Don't think about, oh, I got the car first, then the house first. Not to see it all happening all at once, right? And then keep that image inside your mind at all times because at that point, right, like I said, when you go to focus on the image again, right, you'll just get the spontaneous thought like, okay, let me go work on this now. Let me go work on that now. Let me go to this fucking place real quick. Then you end up meeting somebody, you know what I'm saying, that you end up dating and it's your life partner. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, long story short, if you just have the whole entire goal inside your mind without thinking about what the fuck came first, then whenever you focus on that goal, you'll kind of get urged to do certain things because your brain is saying, okay, to achieve this thing, do X, Y, and Z. And you simply just listen to that. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, yeah. One point in focus will lead you to achieve any goal. But you can't be like, oh, I want to achieve this and I want to achieve. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Because then it's like your brain's going to be focused on this goal and then bounce to that goal and bounce to that goal. However, if you just loop them all together, now it's one big ass goal that you just complete in stages. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like that right there is the power of one point in focus. I hope you enjoyed that video. It's a little quick short John for y'all, you know what I'm saying? But it's some real good sauce though, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all for real.